a recent term I learned. I didn't know there was a common term called empath. I'm just gonna say it while I'm still doing this, while I'm still drawing. The term empath has never crossed my timeline. Has never been spoken in my community of friends. No one in my friend list, no one in my community has used the word empath before. I was watching a video and I was like in a public Discord community. I was like chatting with the people there. And then I straight up hear them use the word empath. I straight up asked them, what the fuck's an empath? And I'm like, oh, at the end of the day, I don't know why they had to make it so long of an explanation when it's really just means someone who's super empathetic, but in an ironic sense, in a sarcastic sense. So now my perception, if you're being called an empath, you're labeled as a fucking white knight wannabe hero. And then another person used the word empath, but then it's in the line of a good sense of it. So at this point, I'm here like, man, the community, the internet is jaded as per usual. I'm not surprised anymore. So it's like, now when I say like, oh, I relate to you, or like, oh, I understand what you mean, I'm going to be labeled as an empath at some point. And then it's not in the ironic sense or the sarcasm. It's going to be the, I don't know, it's not in the actual angel like empath. It's going to be in the ironic and sarcastic manner. like I want a meme. It's like, oh, I think I'm slight empath. I'm a slight empath when it comes to like when I try to give advices, or like when I try to give my own anecdotes or something, I feel like I have to be an empath to understand where someone is coming from. Because like we all, like I have a saying, like we all come from different backgrounds, you know, we don't, you know, have the same situation and stuff, but like there's always a common ground. I always believe there's always a common ground. Like the one guy who had the red flag, I saw him as a red flag. He talked about like a common ground, not common ground, to me it's a common ground of like struggling in college, trying to find what you truly want to study, basically. They had to change course multiple times. I tried to reassure them that because you're still young, don't take it too hard. Just make sure you do the right calls at the right time. And then if you know it's the right calling, don't change afterwards. For my case, I am still a college student. But then with my current age, I shouldn't be haphazardly picking, you know, different courses just because I didn't survive year one. I'm surviving in year 2 of my current course and I fucking hate it. That's why I'm like bailing my current course to go into psychology now. I actually wanted to learn psychology like after high school, but then like, yeah, the society said, Mika, you're too stupid. Yeah, your grades are too stupid. You can't go for psychology. But then like recent school, it's a school that I'm applying to. I can actually just get in. They don't actually check my grades too harshly. They won't judge my grades too harshly. They just need to see my certificates, and then I'm like, okay, I can study the thing. The best of the best. It's a double major too, so I'm gonna be super busy when, you know, that happens. Like if I get in, I'm gonna be super busy. But yeah. Anyways, the empath joke. It's so fucking concerning now. It's like every time I wanna meme like, oh, maybe it's because I mean, like if someone calls me an empath, I can't tell if like, am I supposed to be happy or am I supposed to be sad? Like, bro, I'm getting called an empath. It's still an insult. Because like, honestly, if I take psychology, if I do get into psychology, if someone calls me an empath, I should be slightly proud. Question mark. I should be proud if someone calls me an empath. It means at least I can empathize with people. I mean, at least I can understand, or like at least I can read into what's wrong, you know, with the situation. Because it's always hard to be able to relate to someone. Like, when it comes to mentally helping someone, you have to be able to relate to them to provide the right answers to them, you know, because Not everyone needs the right answers. Not everyone uses the same advice. Some advice might work on A, some advice might not work on B. It isn't bad, but you know, there are, like I said, the white knight heroes are the people who wanna be, who try to be, you know, empathetic. They try to help, but they ended up not helping anyway, and sometimes they make the situation even worse. Like I think I had a friend. This was way back after high school, and I took one of my other like minor colleges or something. Um, I think she tried to be empathetic with me. It ended up pissing me off even harder because I was already annoyed and I was like pissed off already that after my, you know, after I graduated, I couldn't get into like the school I wanted to. And then she tried to cheer me up. She tried to, you know, make the best of the situation. But like at this time, I'm here like, can you please emphasize with the factor that I'm upset? Like, I don't want to be happy about this manner. I wasted like 2 years of my life studying this course to not even get into like the shit I wanted to get in. Like, I was upset, you know. Like, when like I was so very shallow. I'm still shallow about the matter. Like, she still like irks me, but like I won't say I hate her. She irks me, but I